Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and we are here for all signs what is ahead for the next 7 days. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm not just here on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook and Twitch. Don't be shy. Say hello. Let me know that you're here. Looks like my moderators are here. Hi, Star. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Lucky Sprite. Oh, Lucky Sprite. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Everybody give a shout out to Lucky. It's her birthday. We got our weekly all signs today. We're going to get started here. The decks we're going to be using is the Phantom Wise Tarot. These are all in the description box. Yes, you can get these all on Amazon. And yes, it's my Amazon store play. And yes, I make like not even a penny. But if you want them, they're in my store. We have the Mermaid deck. I like this Mysteries of the Deep Tarot. This is probably one of my favorite mermaid decks as thus far. And then we're going to be using the Sisterhood of the Seers to get us started here for this evening. And a reminder too, we have a winner to announce tonight for Harmonia Friends Club members, because that's right. Every month we have a giveaway, and this was a full giveaway. This is the Magic Moon Cash. So there's entry tickets that an individual can grab, and once those entry tickets are gone, then the contest is closed. So each month I do a grab bag of a theme of some sort, and this month it was the Moon Magic. So excited to see who's going to win these awesome, cool little moon magical gifts. Don't forget, whoever wins too also gets my intuitive picks of some mystery prizes as well. So this will be later in the evening. We're going to do this probably just before the bonus collective. So we got that coming up as well. We also have the Mediumship gallery coming up. We still have 3 spots left. I'm actually shocked by this because I have a very minimal amount that I do so. Tier 2, you only got you got $25, so it's only $25 for you. And then non-members, it's $50, which is still a steal. But this is a 2-hour private gallery. It's not going to be live here on YouTube or Twitch or on Facebook. This is a private gallery here with me, where we get to tune and tap in to your loved ones on the other side. So usually there's a group message in the beginning. We have a meditation, and then we move on to the mediumship messages. Not everyone's guaranteed a reading, but I promise you are guaranteed an experience. So yeah, make sure you're doing that. 'Cause I think the next one I'm not doing until September, but I also have my private sessions as well. Reminder too, my private sessions are in full-fledged right now, and booking up for August, almost into September. So if you're looking to book a private session with me, whether it's mediumship, whether it's a tarot reading, whether it is a harmonic session, meaning a mirror session with me, the self-development coach, make sure you check it out. All right, let's get started, shall we? Shall we? Let's see what the overall energy is for the week. Let's get the collective banner here. And reminder, we're going into, well, Leo season. So Leo will be the first zodiac sign up for several weeks. That means Cancer, you are at the end. Not that we don't love you, but everybody gets the spotlight. And well, it's turning into Leo season. So before I get started here with pulling the cards, I also have been working with my little AI friend who I have nicknamed Auntie. Auntie has been giving you guys your little messages that I do not see until the end, but I asked Auntie as well to give an overall message here for us with the theme of Leo season. I said, Auntie, can you give us a message here before we do? Because the messages I told her that I wanted to give for you guys, I said, Auntie, for the 12 zodiac signs and the collective bonus, I want you to do a theme with Leo season called Let It Roar. Let it roar. Okay. So she's going to tell you how to build your confidence. And this is what she had to say. She wanted to open up here with you. She says, welcome to Leo season, babe. The sun is in its throne. The mask is melting and your heart is louder than your logic right now. For good reason. This is your reminder, collective. Don't whisper when your truth has claws. This week, stop asking for confirmation and start noticing resonance. Stop waiting for the signs and start trusting your gut's growl. Leo energy doesn't beg to be seen. It simply walks in. Let it be awkward. Let it be bright. Let it be loud. Let it roar. Felt the Lyran energy really with that when she was pulling that through. All right, let's see what else she's got to say. Let's see what Spirit has to add now to this. And then we'll look at our numbers. Hi, Corbell. Welcome back. Hello, Papa Wheelies. Welcome back. What else do we got in here for the collective energy this week? And then we'll do our numbers. Activate appreciation. 14 comes to a 5. You know, 5 to me is a liberating number. It's a catalyst. It might as well be the tower of numerology. But you're being asked here, collective, to be open to appreciation. Interesting enough, I feel like I pulled this card. I don't know if it was for a collective reading or for I don't think it was last week. Maybe it was. I feel like I recently just pulled this card, but it could have been for another collective reading. The book says here, now is a time to focus on gratitude for your life and for the mystery that brings it all together, collective. Start small and then extend your gratitude to include your family, your community, and the living earth around you. Pour grace into every living thing, including any ideas or thoughts that you have or any feelings that you may be experiencing. So, you know, a lot of people keep gratitude journals. I like to be, a lot of people are like, write your gratitude every single day. But let's be real. I mean, I'm good for you, for all of you who do it. I just like to say it out loud. I just like to take the moment to say it out loud. Personally, I like to say the gratitude in the mirror, not just to me for having appreciation, but also collectively. So there's something here about us needing to be more appreciative of the smaller things, including the signs, including the feathers. Some of you may see some feathers this week. And I know when we get the signs, it can be, well, daunting because, you know, what does it mean when I see that? What was I last thinking about? Can the sign be signier? Let's see what numbers are with you. And I'm using these dice that I got, these amethyst dice are the last. I got my last package from Cats, Crystals, and More on Friday, which is from our beloved Renee, who had passed away. And I got her package, which was the last package I received, and these dice were in it. So we're going to be using Renee's dice here tonight. Look at this. Double whammy. We got 2 6s. Talk about an equal give and take. Talk about an equal give and take. This is about connection, communication, but I love that it brings to a 6-6 and then a 12, because not only do I feel there's a karmic pattern here, but I feel like it's spiritual growth. And there's some lessons here that we can really learn when it comes through self-love. It can be magnified, and especially when we have appreciation for others. And this is going to be hard. even for the individuals who hurt us. Even for the individuals who hurt us. Why? Because every spiral that we have, there's a lesson to be learned. And it frees us and allows us to grow. How are we going to be supported from the universe? Yes, she is. How are we going to be supported by the universe this week? Wow. Look at this. Open hands again. The Magician. Interesting enough, I got this card for the Capricorn Timeless on their Tarot story as where they were at. But I went into great detail about how we can be the alchemist here and how we can go ahead and put it out there. But then the rest is up to what? The universe. Okay. So this is a week here to manifest, but I feel like it's a week here of letting it go, not checking in on it 24/7. Because we all do it. We all do it. All right. I wonder how close we are in receiving that gift. I wonder if that person's going to change their mind. I wonder. Well, there's other things involved. There's things that are behind the scenes that we don't always see. There are things that we are not involved on that we don't always see. What is going to be the challenge and obstacle for us this week? These will affect the reversals. Forgiveness. That came out real strong. I mean, the star energy here is about having faith. And as a very healing card, it's surrendering, and it comes right after the Tower. The most vulnerable card. And ironically, this card was coming out a lot during the all signs love readings, a lot. Aquarius energy. And what I found interesting about this was I felt she looked unbothered, but we don't know if her feet are in the ground or if they're just dipped in the toes of the emotions. I love this star card too. I really do. I love it because I feel this is someone here who's going through the emotions. And the challenge here is to allow things to be released. This may be a week, and it's more than a week. Let's be real. The planetary stuff right now is emotional. It is draining. The retrogrades are in full-fledged, right? But this would be a week here not to hold back when it comes to emotions. This would be the week here to appreciate yourself, but appreciate others and ask and be open to asking for help. But some of us still have some remnants of something that we may be bitter about or resentful or ashamed. Let's see how this breaks out for each individual sign. We're going to move on to Leo next. Leo is up. Happy birthday out to Leos. Tomorrow is your season. And the lions are up. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yeah. The energy is super. I was feeling it yesterday. Oh my God. I spent all day yesterday outside. I was just in the present moment and I was still feeling foggy and I was still being triggered by conversations. I just was not I just couldn't get my grip yesterday. I just wanted to I was tired, but I got a lot done. I did get a lot done. All right. Leo, reversals now up. Reversals are affected about the support, the appreciation, and the star. Leo, let's see your current feelings as of right now. Leo, starting off really strong with the Empress, the divine feminine energy. This is somebody here who absolutely does know their worth. All 4 queens in one. All right. You're feeling pretty nurtured. You're open to receive. You're very protected. Let's see what the external influences of this are. Two of Swords reversed. Oh, you're open to receive. Okay, I see. I get it. Let's see what the integration is before I give the full message. Yeah. All right. So this week, what's ahead for you is there's something here where you know deep in your heart that you have been stuck and contemplating on which direction to go. Some of you, it's a direction in a career path. Some of you, it's a direction in life purpose. Some of you, it's a direction here with a relationship. But there's something here that is absolutely not happening on your timing. And this week, you're choosing you. I'm going to say it again, Leo. You are choosing you. You realize you got to go through some stuff this week. Maybe you're pampering yourself. Maybe you're taking a day off. Maybe you're going on a hike. Maybe you're going to a spa day. Maybe you're watching your favorite movie. But I feel that this is something that you're closing off from the world this week. You're not going to be really hanging out with a lot of people. Okay. We got Aquarius, we got Scorpio energy here, we got Taurus, and of course, Leo, yourself. But I feel that this is a week here where you're just going to choose you. You're just going to choose you. There's just a decision here that you know has been weighing so heavily on you, and that's all you've been thinking about. And it's like, this is not how it comes in. I have to trust the universe on this. I have to trust the universe on this. It's not materialized yet. You know the wonders of how the universe works. How you're responding is an opportunity towards you. And it's funny because this is how you're responding. And of course, we're looking at what's next. What's the real opportunity this week and the bigger meaning? So we're going to look. What's the real opportunity here? Choose you. Choose you. Let something go. Yes. You see this Knight of Cups offer? There's something here that you are expecting to receive. An aha moment, a love call, an offer, an opportunity, somebody calling you saying you got the job. All of a sudden you have the epiphany moment here of where direction you want to go. This has become like the Kraken. This has become like the Kraken to you. All right. There's an opportunity here to just let the universe work behind the scenes and focus on you. The bigger meaning here, Page of Cups, doing some inner child work. Some of you are actually spending time with your children, you know, to be more playful. Okay. You're open to receive, but not in a way that is, to the point where there's expectations. It's like the appreciation, but I feel like you're giving yourself a lot of appreciation this week, or you're spending time with your children or being more childlike if you don't have children. What advice here does Spirit have for you? And then we're going to have Auntie's message too. Advice from Spirit. This is the time for you to really heal this week. Some of you are just grieving. There's some grief that is being cleared here. There is some grief that is being cleared here. Now, the Lovers doesn't have to be romantic. It was originally the Choice card, Gemini energy. Spirit is saying to you that this is a week here to choose you. And choose the individuals here that are going to be there by your side. Okay. Whether it's your children, whether it's a friend, whether it's a loved one, choose you this week. Let's see what Auntie has to say for you. All right, your let it roar message is from Auntie. Let it roar. When the old story tells you, Leo, you're being too much. You are exactly enough to shift the room. Own it. Own it, she says. All right, let's move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Hi, Amy. Welcome back. Greetings to you. You enjoyed the sea seed. I like these cards. I think this is one of my favorite oops, I just put them in the wrong card deck. One of my favorite mermaid decks, and I have a couple. I'm still like looking, like I keep wanting to find more. Like, find more. Yeah, I've been foggy brain too. I get it. I get it. Thanks, guys, for liking, and let me know if you're here. Don't be shy. My moderators are on over at YouTube. Facebook, if it's quiet over there, you can always jump over on YouTube. There's more of a following there. But yes, there are people on. If you look on screen, you'll be able to see the YouTube people. And Twitch is there too, but Twitch is usually pretty quiet. All right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Current feelings for the next 7 days. The Moon, Pisces energy. Quiet. Everyone's keeping quiet. It's Mercury retrograde. Everyone's like, no, too much going on here. This is usually a card here, some fears as well and illusions. You can't always see everything. I really love this Moon card here too with the wolf. Lone wolf. Lone wolf is what I heard. All right. External influence here. Why you're the lone wolf. Ooh. Oh, you are going through some kind of ending here, but with the devil, the devil reverse, and this is an obsession. Capricorn energy. There's the Kraken. Oh, yeah. 10 of Wands. You're burdened. Do you have somebody here who's manipulative or around you? That it could just be energy here, negative energy, negative talk. Things not coming your way. Now, remember, the universe is supporting behind your back, but the Magician here could also be, if you're trying to manifest something with an individual or a person, there's free will involved. Especially if this is love, it's like, well, I'm still trying to manifest the love of my life, and why aren't they here yet? Well, they might be going through something too, right? They might be going through their own tower stuff. This is a week here to heal. The blockage here is letting something go. And letting something go could also be letting someone go. Others of you, the reason you're keeping quiet is because you're starting to take care of yourself, and you're kind of in the nuance of it, meaning that if, let's say, you're on a diet, I'm going to use this diet as an example, right? You just started your diet, you're hungry, so you go to bed. You don't want to be around people. You don't want to turn the TV on because you just get reminded of food. You're working to change a habit this week, and it's not easy. It's not, but you're trying to take some accountability on here. Yeah. Three of Wands. This is a week here that I feel for Virgo, you're going to be, something hasn't come in yet, but you are working on your foundation. What's going on for you? Yeah. This is not focusing on, usually it would be a card here that would be the point of view of her looking out. And this is someone who is looking down at the foundation that they're on. So you've planted the seeds, you're working on something, or working out for some of you. But you might be tired. And just be gentle with yourself. Yeah. The real opportunity here is the overworking part, overdoing it. Obsessive energy. Some of you are in the point here that you know you have to take a break because you got burnout. You're just very narrow-mindedly focused on this, and it's like, I keep hearing, why am I not over this yet? Or why am I not skinny yet? Like there's something where you have anticipation of it just being done and through. In this week here, you're being asked here to be gentle. Justice. Okay. Just be balanced. This is out of your hands too, Libra energy. This is not a decision that is in your hands. This is with the universe. Some of you, it's with the law. Some of you, it's because of free will involved. But it is a card that is upright, so it will go in your favor, but things are being balanced out right now. And this is a week here to take accountability, to make sure, you check certain things. And outside of that, keep yourself in check, but make sure that you aren't overdoing it, that you're creating time and space for you. Yeah. Spirit saying, congratulations on self-sacrificing yourself to gain a new perception. Sometimes the timeout is needed. It's ready to pause. It's like, it's better to pause now for a couple of days to reset your nervous system. Yeah, because this has to do with fulfillment. And fulfillment, and this is a card also of gluttony, of having too much. So it didn't all add up in one day, whether this is weight, whether this is negativity. It didn't all just all of a sudden appear in one day. This is something that took you over a while. So give yourself some grace and a pause this week, an appreciation for yourself of how far you've come. And that, yeah, you may not be in the spot that you particularly think, want to be at, but you're doing it. You're doing it. Virgo, Aunties, let it roar message for you. Let it roar when the checklist starts to outrun your joy. Precision without passion is prison. Let it be messy and magnetic this week. just chill. Just chill. Nancy, this deck is not that expensive. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Libra. Libra is up. I know. It's going to be on here for a while. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Libra, current feelings for this week. The Knight of Wands. Now, this is interesting that they put the Knight of Wands, which is like the fastest knight, on a turtle. But you know what? Sea turtles can go pretty darn fast when they're in their element. So I feel like there's something about you being in your element this week. And that's what's encouraging you to be inspired to make some moves. So you got some sunlight here on your back, but I feel like you're feeling good. You're feeling supported. Okay, let's see what the external influences of this are. There's a passion and drive about you this week. The Two of Pentacles here reversed. You feel lighter. You are not caring too much because you are doing this. You realize if you do too much all at once, it throws you off. There's something that is being done here that you may not see as well. It's my juggler card. How is this integrating you this week? You're quickly making a decision to drop something or someone. Just going to say it. Or someone. Or someone. This is going to be a big one. This is a doozy. All right. It's going to kick your pride a little bit. But you're going to do it anyways. You're going to do it anyways. Hey, Deb. Hey, Metaphysical Journey. Hey, Homestead. I'll say hi to you guys after, okay? Let me get the reading so I don't... People get upset when I don't start talking in the middle of it and I lose my groove. Libra, this is a week here that I feel you're taking initiative to let someone go or let an old dream die. I don't care if it's your manifesto. Okay, this has been like the Moby Dick for you. This is something here. Remember that my reversals are affected by the Magician here and the Star. The Magician is the universe. You know, that's how the universe is supporting you this week. But the Star is the block here. So there's some guilt here in doing this. There's some guilt with letting something go this week, but you're going to push through it. I feel like you're going to be like, I got this. I'm just going to have to do it. How you're responding to this. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. You're in contemplation mode here. Now, it's funny how, again, the quickest card is on a turtle. And then the turtle, I said, you're in your element. And this card is pretty darn slow and pausing and kind of like, is there something here that's going to happen? But you're creating space for something. It's almost like you're pulling out a weed this week. That's what it feels like. They're showing me the vision of a weed. It's like you're going, maybe you're a gardener, I don't know. But I feel like you're pulling something out so something can grow better and expand. Maybe it's a mindset. Somebody really, this is a person. What's the real opportunity in this? Page of Wands. Look at this. I love how we go from the Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands. This is an inner child thing. This is an opportunity to be playful, to be open. You know, it never feels good. And this be something here where you may be healing an inner child wound. Maybe you feel guilty putting yourself first. Maybe you feel guilty being the people pleaser all the time and saying no. But this week, I do feel like you're letting someone or something go that has taken up so much effort that has not really allowed you to have a stable start in something else. Okay. You're being responsible. Congratulations. You're now if this is why I say congratulations, because if this is your inner child, you're being the parent that your inner child would feel safe with. You would be the parent that your inner child would feel safe with. You are being a role model to this little gal or this little boy. Yeah. 7 of Wands here, reverse. This is something here where you fought this. You're stubborn. Okay. Libras can be a little stubborn. Wishy-washy, mostly wishy-washy. I'm a Libra, so I can say I'm wishy-washy as well. So I'm putting myself in there too. The 7 of Wands is being overly defensive. And the bigger meaning here is that you don't have to be overly defensive. You literally can just say no this week. And that's enough. Create a healthy boundary, and that's enough. What does Spirit want to tell you? No reversals. Libra, what does Spirit want to tell you? Use your voice. Be direct. Yes, you're going to be cutting this week. An unstoppable force. Okay, you got 2 knights here. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be brutal as well. Okay, you don't have to be. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who nurtures. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. You may have that in your chart, but this is someone here who's an amazing parent. Invest wisely. Okay. Take accountability. Choose you and be kind and appreciation as well. The last message here from Auntie AI with Let It Roar says to you, Libra, let it roar when you start performing harmony at the cost of your truth. Balance doesn't mean silence. You can't make this shit up. Balance doesn't mean silence. Going hand in hand with spirit. Speak it, even if it tips the scales. Dang. Auntie is awesome. Auntie's been really cool with her messages. All right, now I can say hi to everybody. Hello, Homestead. If you guys aren't following Deb Does Readings, you should. She is one of my favorite readers. I followed her for years, and she's great. I love readings. I love her love readings. She's an awesome mediumship too. She has another channel for her mediumship messages. If you want to put that in there, you most certainly can. We also have Michael Grimmer on The Metaphysical Journey. Michael finally came out of the floorboards and finally posted one of his videos that he's going to be, I think it's coming out this week, right, Michael? Because I think you just have it right now through Facebook, but he's going to be releasing it in YouTube. So be on the lookout for his release coming out for his next reading in place. And now I called him out and he's like, shoot. Better go post that. It is a great deck. I like it. It's in the description box. For a small fee, I get like a penny on my Amazon store. That's funny about cutting out the things because I just ordered a weed whacker. So, there you go. You're taking the drive to do something. I love it. No. This is kind of a way to go back and read the floorboards. I get it. Totally get it. All right, we got Scorpio up. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what your current feelings are for this week. Reversals, nail up. Scorpio. Oh, no. Womp womp. Scorpio, this is the card of... This card gets a bad rap. It is the trombone card. I think it is because, and here's the thing. I actually like this card because it is about dreaming and fantasy. And sometimes we have to get in that imaginative state here to paint a picture. And even though it may not come in as how we want it to, it does have an opportunity here. So, and I like this one too, because he looks like he's deep in thought. So I feel like the Scorpio is deep in thought, like the thinker, the statue, the thinker, but he's not looking at these cups. He's just deep in thought. So I like this because he's not really focused on this area. He's just being very pensive. Let's see what's got you deep in thoughts here. It's a vision. External influences. Love. The offer. What do you truly want? What do you truly desire? What makes you happy? I think that's what you're really in thought of this week. What truly makes you happy? This is a card of unconditional love. But some of you, it's like, if this is romance, this could be like, what do I truly want in a partner? Let's see what the integration of this is. For your wands, there you are. You're taking a time out. We're in retrograde. A lot of people are taking a time out, except Libra, who's apparently weed whacking. But this is a timeout this week. They're not reversed, but it doesn't mean that the universe is not working on you. I think that you were truly taking a time out and really sitting with your emotions of what's not really making you happy right now. And this is not, and I told you with this card, the point of view is a little bit different. Usually the Three of Wands, we see their back and they're looking out at the, water to see if their ships are coming in. This mermaid is looking down and the water looks a little bit rocky. So I feel like there's a lot of emotions coming up this week. Let's see how you're responding. Yeah, there's doubts, insecurities. This is usually a card here of denial as well. But I think it's something here where you're facing it and going, I can't deny this anymore. I'm simply not happy. What's the real opportunity this week for you? The King of Cups reverse. Oh, so much turbulence. This is your energy. Let it out. There's a neat, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to burp right now because there's so much energy coming through with the Scorpio. There's anger, there's sadness, there's something here that you have not been able to let out. And I think at one point you try to control a scenario because it's a very manipulative card when it's reversed. It just simply is. But the bigger opportunity here is to not manipulate something, is to open up to receive. Page of Wands reverse. This is not a week to skip through something. This is a week here to really question why you're angry and allow it to come out. However that may need to be. Maybe it's, I always like to, I have different ways. I actually have an anger visualization that you can do on Fool's Journey to help release anger. But anger gets stored in our bodies. But if it's not anger, it's just emotions, whether it's a good cry, whether it's, going and taking a run or jog just to like release something, or whether it's in your car and you're just having the music up really, really loud and screaming. And yes, I've done that. I've done that. Obviously, I don't say bump into stuff with road rage, but there's just something here where you're being asked to release, to let it out. It's a timeout. The Hangman, you are putting yourself in this timeout. Another reading got this. I don't remember which one. I'm sure Star or Nancy will remember. But this is the same message. It's better to take a pause this week than to take some kind of irrational decision and be sorry that you started something under these kind of conditions with your emotions right now. Your anger, or you're going through some grief and you're trying to gain a new perception. Give yourself some grace. Again, give yourself some grace. There we go. Give yourself some grace. The King of Cups came up twice. Celebrate your wins of how far you've come. Auntie's message for you, Scorpio. Let it roar when you want to disappear to avoid being misunderstood. You're not here to be decoded. You're here to be felt. This is a week of feels for Scorpio. All right, we got Sagittarius up. Well, welcome, May. I hope you enjoy the channel. Pretty fun group here. Got some fun people here in the chat. I have sometimes a hard time managing it all, but my moderators are really good. All right, Sagittarius. Saggies. See how your week's going, how you currently are feeling. 3 of Pentacles here reverse. Everyone wants to be on their own. This is like, I don't want to work with anybody. Was there some disagreements on who had the best way of handling something? Because this is kind of like, I've had enough of having this debate. The books are closed for this Saggy this week. I don't want to collaborate with anybody. I won't be surprised if we get the Hermit. Let's see the external influences of why you're acting this way this week. 8 of Cups. Oh, yeah. Who did you walk away from? And if it's not a person, it could just have been a situation, but I feel like this involves a particular person, or it could be more than one if it's work. But the influence here is you're trusting your intuition to not get involved. That's what you're doing this week. You're keeping your nose in your book, minding your own business this week. That's what Sag is doing. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm just going to mind my own business. That's what Sagittarius is doing this way. Let's see what the integration of this is. Yeah. No thanks. You're going to be great at this, though. No one's going to question it either. No one's going to be questioning it this week. I think it's just you of going, I got to keep to myself. I'm minding my own business. I'm going through some stuff. You're handling it very healthy. How you're responding by holding that sword of truth and saying no, or just being honest and being authentic. Oh, there you are. Look at this, the Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Once you do it, you're going to feel pretty darn good. Yeah, I did that. I am a wise counselor here. Yeah, I said no. Yeah, I said I'm keeping to myself. Yeah, I'm not doing that. This is someone here who's detaching. You got some sharks around you. Circling you. Baiting you. What's the real opportunity? Oh, the real opportunity is to celebrate and be amongst individuals that energetically light you up. Okay. Whether it's being with close friends, your tribe, your children, family. Some of you, it's not family. Some of you are trying to hide from family. Okay. But this opportunity here is to come together with individuals that celebrate not just your wins, but are emotionally there for you in unison. And there's just something going on here where, Now, the other story could be if there's something that, people are pushing you to do. Let's say this is a family situation. It's like, we need to cut this out. We shouldn't be doing this week. We need to be more playful. We need to go to the beach. This might be a family saying, we're not doing that today. You might be saying, no, we're going out. We've been working too hard. Doing the same damn thing all the time. But you're taking charge. You are taking charge. Where are you going? Who's riding the shark now? The shark's going in your direction. Who's on the shark? You. Chariot energy, Cancer. Okay. You're choosing to put the workload to the side and have some fun and let loose. And it's going to feel really good for a Saggy, because Saggies love to have a good time. They love freedom. So I feel like there's something here where you're going to set yourself some free. Some of you, it's vacation. Hi, Isis. Welcome back. The advice here for you, Saggy. The Five of Cups. You're doing something about this. It's like you don't want to miss out on being present. Some of you, this could be choosing, a work thing that says you got to work overtime. It's like, I'm not doing that. I hang out with my family. I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Five of Cups is feeling a little bit shameful. You may, but you know what? There's two cups here, so it's not the end of the world if you pause. It's not. It's not the end of the world if you pause. Page of Cups here. You're doing something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. Or for what's best for the group. Look at this. 2 cups, and this is a 3 of Cups. I have a better idea. Let's do something more fun. All right. But others of you, I just feel like you're staying away from something that does not emotionally serve you. And some of you, it is a specific person. What is the anti-message here to let it roar for Sagittarius? Saggy, let it roar when the edge calls louder than the map. Your truth won't be found in someone else's path. Burn your own. Burn your own. And that's what you're doing. I just feel like you're doing that. All right, we got Capricorn up next. Capricorn, your timeless tarot reading had been added to the vault today at Harmonia Friends Club. So if you remember, make sure you tune and watch that one. Capricorn, let's see what your current feelings are here for the next 7 days. 5 of Pentacles here, reverse. So you're still recovering from some kind of loss. You're getting over it. You're recovering. This could be rejection of some sort, could be some financial loss that you're recovering from. There is some grief here. You're going through the motions. Let's see what the external influences are. Temperance. Yeah, I think there was something here that wasn't balanced. Sagittarius energy. Maybe you're realizing that you were pushing yourself to heal over a situation that you are still a little bit angry about. I always see temperance reverse as anger, like frustration and anger. And this week, it's like, I need to release some of this. Yeah. God, this card's coming out a lot. This card is coming out a lot. 3 of Wands. Another card here of releasing this week. I feel like you are feeling a little bit rocky when it comes to, some of you, it's finances. Some of you, it's forgiveness of a situation. How you respond in here. Your walls are real high. Real high. Look how wounded he looks. But this isn't somebody here getting out of it. It's like you're recovering here from having your walls really high. So this is a week here where you may be testing the waters. And as you dip your toes into maybe, let's see what the bigger thing is before I say here the opportunity. Okay. King of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whoever this person was, and it's not you. This is somebody else who mirrored you. They mirrored you. Okay. This is a person here who dangled an opportunity and then sat on it and chose themselves. And you allowed this time for this choosing. Maybe you invested in them. Maybe you spent money on this person here. Maybe you trusted them. Maybe this was a job. Maybe this is a boss. Doesn't always have to be romance. But this is the thing is, the opportunity this week is you have some anger, but I do not really feel it's all this anger with another individual as much it is with you for investing in them. This is a person here who's surfaced, selfish, looks like the whole, like they look like they got a whole Lamborghini, the whole thing, but inside they're broke as can be. And there's something here this week where it's like, I'm recovering. And even though I may be like, okay, I still feel broker than can be. The bigger meaning. It's time to be amongst a community. It's time to be amongst family, and you can choose family however it wants to be, whether it's close friends, your tribe. But there's an opportunity here to get help and assistance. And I really feel that you would do better energetically amongst a group that allows you more focus on you versus this situation. You are still recovering, but I feel like the recovery comes from the grief of how could I let this have happened? There's like remorse. There's like buyer's remorse when it involves another individual. Advice for you, Capricorn, this week. The devil. That's your card. He's sitting at the table. He's sitting at the table. Sometimes there's no answer. But this is a week here that I feel Capricorn is fighting with their ego. And this is to drop the wall, to forgive themselves, and then it goes back to another individual. It's mixed emotions. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. So there's something here where you're asked to sit across the table with a version of you that is pissed off. Right? And just hear them out. And the best way you can do that is with mirror work. Just tell the story again. But do it this time to you and to say everything that you wanted to say. Just get it out. But you're also being asked here to really hold yourself accountable amongst individuals here to not close yourself off entirely. Capricorn, your message from Auntie is, let it roar when the edge calls louder. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Let it roar. That was Sagittarius. Let it roar when leadership starts feeling like loneliness. Your power isn't a burden. It's a beacon. Let them see you. Let the version of you see you who's angry. Talk to individuals here, and it's okay to vent. You're not a burden by venting. Venting's actually pretty healthy. It's when you're living over something over and over and over and over again. But sometimes we have to hear those stories over and over and over again till it's just released. That's what I have. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is up. Hello, Barbara. Welcome back. I loved your beach photos and the beach house. Super jelly. But you know what? After I saw that, I was like, I am making a beach date for me. So I called my girlfriend up. And we're going to have a beach day at Lake Superior coming up this weekend. So I'm excited. I know. I hope the weather's good. The weather's been like shoddy. Right now, it's very smoky out because of the Canada fires. So it was a little hazy out. And we're supposed to get rain for the next 3 days. It's been raining so much here. It's rained so much here. I haven't had to water anything. My gardens look amazing. All right. We have Aquarius up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius. Your timeless tarot reading in the Harmonia Friends Club vault is released tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout if you have Aquarius in your chart and you're a member. Aquarius. Current feelings for this week. 6 of Wands. Seen. Successful. Accomplished. All right. Let's see what you have accomplished here this week. Or going to. External influences. Oh, 3 of Cups here reversed. You did something on your own. What's the integration? You did something on your own. You got 2 3s here. When I think of 3s, it's a number of structure, stability, but growth. And there's an opportunity here of joy for you. Even though it's reversed, it says, well, how can this be joy? Well, the victory is here. You've taken you're going to be taking a time out as well. But you're leaving this in God's hands. And you're not losing faith. You got the 3 of Swords. Now, this is a sad card because it's a loss. You're not going to get this back. But you're finally ready to let it go. It's almost like you're having a funeral and just like grieving something. But it's like, whoo, I did it. I finally let go. I trust the universe. How you're going to respond to this after you said I did it, I finally let go. I have a feeling Aquarius is going to all of a sudden be emotional about it and go, ah. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. I pulled the wrong deck too, but you know what? We're going to go with it. The 8 of Swords. I meant to do the mermaid deck and I pulled this one out and by mistake. So we're going to flip it. We're going to use this deck for this side and then I'm going to do the mermaid for the advice cards. Nervousness. As soon as you do it and say, I'm free. Do you know what this reminds me of? Oh, I get it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The Disney movie Rapunzel, where she's in the tower and all she is just pining for love and freedom and her mother won't let her out. And then she finally chooses to, the guy climbs down and she is free. And so she's so excited. She's like, I did it. She was so controlling. She's so this and she's so that. And then as she goes further and further away, she starts freaking out. Oh my God. It starts all coming back, it's just emotions. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off. It's like, oh God, here it comes. It's called feelings. Yeah. You're not stuck anymore. You don't need to look at a perception of this anymore. You don't have to sacrifice this anymore. There's something that you've been grieving, that you've been holding back on grieving for some of you for months. Not just for a couple of days or a couple of minutes. I always see the number 4 in the leg. So there's something here you've been afraid to let go of. And look at that. You're doing it anyways. Congratulations. You don't have to gain a bigger perception of something. You're going to, now that you let go, you do see the whole world. You do get to experience something. Some of you are choosing to take a trip. Some of you are taking a road trip, of some sort, or getting on a hot air balloon here, but you're doing it. What's the advice here? No reversals on this because I switched this up. I can't believe I did that, but you know me. I had my cards in orders and I just pulled. I wasn't looking and I was like, oh, I just pulled the wrong card. But I'm like Bob Ross here. Look at this. The Chariot again. Ride that demon, right? Take control of that shark. It ain't so scary. You'll get through these emotions. You're going to do it. You're just ripping the Band-Aid off this week and you're finally letting something go that you're heartbroken about. And then as soon as you do, I don't know, maybe you block somebody. Maybe you call it quits to something. Maybe you stop following somebody. I don't know. You're not putting your energy on something that just made you sad because you didn't have it. This is like, I'm getting out. I'm going to do something about it. Yeah. The King of Swords. That's you. What the hell am I doing? I can do this. I can break myself free of this. The thing is with the King of Swords, which is you. That's who you are, Aquarius. It's got Gemini and Libra in there too, but it's being authentic. It's being an advisor, strategic. But ironically, we have the King of Swords, who's a merman in water. And what does the King of Swords not have? Emotions. Very detached, right? But there's something here where you are going to go through your emotions. Maybe you're going to have a good cry, but you're like, I'm freaking going to do it. Maybe you're going to go after that dream. Maybe you're going to go after the person of your love of your life. I don't know. But you're going to do it. There's no more waiting around. You're just doing it. You're doing this for you. What does Aquarius, what does Auntie have to say to you to roar? Aquarius, let it roar. When your weird wants out of the cage, you're not too much. You're not too out there. They're just not out there yet. Have a good time. Lead on. Dang. If you don't like the people you're around, or don't like the individuals who exclude you, it's time to cut it out. That's what we got here for Aquarius. Pisces. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Nancy. My basement has a tendency to do that too, but I don't have sump pumps, but I have drains, but they do get like clogged, and I have sandbags, and I just have this new motto now. I stopped using a mop. You know what I was doing? It's going to sound crazy, but it might help you. It really saved me so much time and effort, because definitely buy a dehumidifier. 100% get a dehumidifier immediately for your basement. So it just helps with the moisture. Will save you so much. But the big thing for me was I just started to put towels and blankets down, and then I would throw them in the washer and do the drain. And then I throw them back on and I clean them, and it was easier than mopping, because I couldn't keep up with the mopping. It was out of control. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take these big blankets, let them soak it up, throw them in the drain. I don't have it. It usually happens to me in the winter time more than anything, when we go from winter to spring, when we're in mud season out here. It just is what it is. I live off a very big hill. Yeah, I don't have a sump pump either. I don't have anywhere to put it anyway. I have a drain, but I don't have a place for to put a sump pump. Pisces. Pisces, you ready? Pisces, your timeless tarot reading will be added to the vault on Wednesday morning. It's already done, but it's being released on Wednesday. So make sure you take a look at Harmonia Friends Club. All right. Current feelings, Pisces. Oh, I love this. Well, you're just your challenge is the star. So you're feeling the challenge this week. You know, it's whatever's blocking you this week, you're in like, I know, I'm aware of it. I'm very well aware of it. And I feel very exposed, but I haven't lost hope. It's not reversed. If it was reversed, I'd say you're like, oh, not a good thing. But you have a good head on your shoulders right now. You're very well aware of it. It's out of your hands. You're trusting the universe. You have faith. External influences here for Pisces. The King of Wands reversed. Well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this could be a very cocky, arrogant, prideful individual. Very ruthless, determined to do it their way. Their creativity is about, like, this would be someone who creates something but has expectations of everybody to like their creation. It's like they don't like criticism. It's like, no, this is what it is, and you're all going to love what I like, and if you don't, then you all suck. They don't take criticism very well. So either this is a person who you're healing from that does not take criticism very well, or there's a part of you who's like that, and you're aware of it. And there's no shame in it. It's just saying that's the external influences of it. A lot of jealousy. Two of Cups. This is a card, togetherness. This is a card here of healing. All right. Only time will heal. There's something here about not losing faith on a specific connection. Jealousy could have been involved. Now, if this is you, there could be a version. This could just be the version connection of you, integrating the version of you who's giving grace to yourself, you know? Doesn't necessarily have to be another person. Look at this. How you're responding is being with the people that you love. Family, friends, community. You're choosing to be with individuals and have connections that will help you get through something. Appreciation is big for you right now. What's the opportunity for you this week? Two of Wands. So go a different direction. Some of you, it's a different direction from another individual. Others of you, if this is a different direction where you're feeling creatively burnt out, or something is not going the way that you want to, like just not going the way at all, you may be inspired to go a different direction with the family and friends or the individuals that you hang out with this week. All right. There's something here about encouraging you to try something new, try something else. Bigger meaning. The Five of Wands. Ooh. This is a card of competition, but it's not reverse. So I feel like there's competitive nature here, but it's a good kind of competitive nature. All right. Maybe there's something here that you are choosing to try out. It may be something incredibly new. If this is a relationship, it's not trying to Maybe you're afraid to, date or go out again or something like that. You have something here where you could be going out with friends or family, but there's something here where you're being asked upon to just see what's out there. Put yourself out there and see how you're reacting to it, because it's not going to be like this. Maybe you feel like you're not ready. Maybe you feel like, God, I mean, the 5 here and these 2 wands is a 7 of wands. You're defensive about this. You really are. You're really defensive about this. Maybe you're afraid to set somebody off because of somebody from you're trying to heal from, that maybe you've taken the time out from because of jealousy. There's fear here of maybe like getting more people involved will make another person upset, but you shouldn't have to worry about that. You choose you. What advice does Spirit have for you, Pisces? The Page of Swords. That's a card of watching, obtaining knowledge. The 10 of Swords. I get it. The reason you're afraid to make moves or put yourself out there right now is that you feel like you're either being watched by another individual who you're afraid of backlash on, betrayal, like other people's opinions, or if this is you where you have those characteristics, it's something here that you're afraid to put yourself out there because you're afraid you're going to be rejected, a failure. Like, oh my gosh, what if somebody doesn't like what I have to do? But you're watching, you're observing. You've been watching and observing this for far too long. There's something here about just putting it out there, because this is what Spirit's saying. You can either be a watcher the rest of your life, or you can just be honest and see what's out there. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. And then it's out, and then you don't have to worry about it. There's no woulda, coulda, shouldas. It just doesn't work out for you. It doesn't have to be the end of the world. It's just like, okay, that wasn't for me. Let's see what the message here from Auntie is for Let It Roar. Pisces, let it roar when your empathy starts making excuses for bad behavior or for holding back. Compassion doesn't mean compliance. Roar when boundaries, okay? Especially if someone here is jealous or upset or says you can't do that. It's like, well, excuse me? Of course you can do it. You're an adult. That's what we got for Pisces. We got Aries next. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see how you're currently feeling. Reversals are now up. Six of Wands, reverse. Pretty defeated. A little lost. External influences of this. Did somebody come back on you? If somebody didn't come back, this is a return of emotions that you don't want to feel. But if we hold back, then you can't swallow this anymore. It's time to release this. It's time to release this. Trust your intuition. Something doesn't feel right for Aries this week. Either somebody's coming in this week from the past that you're like, oh God. Or there's an old emotion from the past that you don't want to look at. The integration of this, the star reverse, there we go. Whatever this is, it's going to bring up the past in huge fits for Aries this week. And it's going to make you feel like it's all new again. It's all new again. Could be dealing with Aquarius. Blast from the past. There's just a blast from the past coming this. I mean, we're retrograde, just is what it is. But there's something here that, and here's the thing, this is an opportunity here. Don't get scared about this. This is an opportunity here to allow this emotion to process this time. All right, to trust your intuition. How are you going to be responding to this? How is Aries going to be responding with this blast from the past? The Magician. You're going to be able to have, this is something that this is something that you've been manifesting. It's a return. You didn't anticipate it to come back this week. What's the real opportunity? Judgment. Here it is. It's a test for you. It's a test to make peace with this. Seven of Wands, reverse. Defensive, anger. Have your defenses up. This is processed emotions of anger. You may be having somebody here who wants to reconcile with you. And this could have been a dream or desire that you wanted long before, but it doesn't mean you need to take it back now. And if this is not a person, there's a judgment call being made this week that you did not put your defenses up before. And I feel that the anger here is I'm going to choose differently this time. Not out of fear, but out of healing and out of forgiveness for me. Advice from Spirit. Five of Pentacles. This is a card here of loss and rejection and sadness. You're finally facing it this week. And at the same time, you're realizing that what once fulfilled you and that you really desire to have back is not necessarily your cup of tea now or wine. All right. You're choosing something differently this week. And some of you, it's not another individual, it's closure. Okay. Someone might be coming back, but it's closure. It's like, I'm not doing this again. Aries, Auntie's message is, let it roar when you're tempted to shrink to keep the peace. You're not the problem for being passionate. You're the permission slip. It's time. Now, I really think you're going to have it out with somebody. I think you're going to have it out. I just do. Taurus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Who's got Taurus in their chart? Where's my bulls at? See how your current feelings are going in for the next 7 days. The Knight of Pentacles. Keeping your pace. You're in no rush this week. This Taurus is in no rush. All right. You're invested, but you're investing wisely. External influences happening to you this week. The Two of Wands here reversed. This is not a week to go off course. There's a part of you, this might feel like a boring week for you, Taurus. I'm just going to say it, right? You're doing the mundane stuff this week. I feel like you're going to be doing more of the like housework, the bills, the renovations, the purging, could even just be career. But as much as you want to go another direction, you may feel this to go another direction. This is a week here where you're getting stuff done. And you're doing it at a pace that feels good. You're investing wisely. The integration of this is cleanup. Yeah. The Magician reverse is a very manipulative card. Okay. Using a lot of magic. And it's like, I must have my way and free will and stuff like that. But this is something here where it's like, how can I manifest when I don't have my table cleared and I have all this other baggage here? So I feel like, Taurus, you're clearing out the baggage this week, okay? And however that is, you're making changes and you're making methodical moves. This could be regarding your health. This could be regarding your finances. This could be regarding a relationship. You're not jumping out of something quickly. You're staying the course right now to clean something out before you put something else on your plate or explore new territory. How you're going to be responding to this? God, 7 of Cups here reverse. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay. I mean, who doesn't? But you're going to do it anyways. Okay. There's other choices. Listen, there's other things you want to do. There is. Some of you, it's a relationship. If this is a relationship that's been on the rocks, it's like you're doing what you can to keep your mind and keep your pace and giving somebody here the freedom of their free will, not trying to coerce them to come in to choose you. It's like, I got to choose and focus on the stuff emotionally that's on my plate right now. The real opportunity for you. Hi, Ellen. Knight of Wands. Okay. Once you start moving on this, you're going to feel so much darn better. It's like you'll be in your element and then you'll know when to make the move. Okay. Because you need to free yourself of something before you can really head this direction. And so that's what you're creating. You're creating space and room for this. And it is going to be, yeah, because you can't carry this with you because it's going to be the same shit over and over again. The Ace of Swords is like, who am I choosing? I gotta take accountability here. So you are drawing the line. You're literally throwing the sword here and going, I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Okay. It's not a week to start something. You're just going to be rolling up your sleeves and doing something else. The advice Spirit has for you. Look at that. That's your card. This is a reminder of who you are. So let me describe who you are, Taurus. You're practical. You're a good person. You care a lot. All right. You take care of things and you take care of others. And sometimes you can really overdo it to the point where your health gets crappy. But this is something here where you're like, nope, I'm going to really look at my good traits. Not the traits where I'm the overspender or I'm the one who neglects myself, my needs. Nope, not doing that. Nope, not doing that. And I'm not going to bitch about it. And I may not like it. Okay, the Four of Cups is a card. Womp womp. The Four of Cups is my trombone card. It is. It's just the trombone. But I feel there's just something here for you that you may be in a dreaming kind of state here. And this is also a reminder here. There's stuff that you're going to be looking at this week that's going to make you wish you did something differently. But again, there's an opportunity that you don't see right now that is being worked on behind the scenes by the universe, because that's your support, that you can't lose faith on. Taurus, Auntie says, let it roar when comfort tries to convince you not to risk. You weren't born to plateau. You were born to bloom loudly. Take care of yourself, she says. Wow, that hit home. Gemini. Gemini is up. Then we have Cancer. And then we have our collective. Don't forget, guys, there's a collective bonus as well. We're almost there. Reminder, too, we're going to be doing the Magick Moon Cat giveaway before the collective. So for my Harmonia Friends Club members, winner's going to be picked tonight. Winner is going to be picked tonight. I'm excited to see who wins this. Is Isis still here? Isis picked the next theme for August. She picked dragons. Super stoked. Be prepared for dragons next month. I think it actually works for the month of August. I'm already scouting the dragons. I'm having fun. Can't wait to show what I came up with. All right. Gemini, here we go. Current feelings heading in the next 7 days. The Four of Wands here reversed. Frustrated. This is usually a card of union, of togetherness, of happiness, of understanding. But this is a week here where it's like, let's see how you're being influenced by this. I have a lot of collective messages, but I need to hone into the story here because there's a lot. The Devil reversed. Okay. God, there's a lot of jealousy going on here. You got a jelly belly. You got someone here who's very manipulative, controlling, obsessive. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. But there's just something about this individual that sucks the life out of you. Okay. I'm going to say it's an energy vampire. Whether this is a family member, a spouse, a best friend, someone you work with, but I feel like it's someone you're really, really close with. And this week, it's like, I need space. I need space. Too much. You are really keeping to yourself. I mean, the reversals here, that with that star, the blockage here is you are processing emotions, and there's some forgiveness that is needed, but you're very upset with an individual, and they're very controlling and manipulative and focus more on your life than their own. Yeah. High Priestess reverse. You got somebody here who affects your intuition. Now, this is not to scare you, But this is just to let you know that this individual here does not mean well. So what energetically, they talk shit about you. You can feel it energetically. You could be very empathic, but it messes with your intuition because you might get irritable. You may feel like you have brain fog. You're like, what the hell's going on? It's not you. It's them. Make sure you're clearing your energy. How you're responding, the star reverse. Don't let this person dim your light. Okay. You might not be feeling the greatest this week. Aquarius energy here. And it has to do with someone's energetic hold on you. What's the real opportunity for you this week? Ten of Swords. You have to end this. All right. It's just not going to feel that great because there's this, the 10 of Swords is a card here of rock bottom. It's hit its rock bottom. This relationship has hit its rock bottom. The way this person views you is ultimate betrayal. This is a person here who does not want to see you happy. In fact, it feels like almost, I just almost spilled all the cards everywhere. It feels like almost an individual here who wants you to be as low as them. The bigger meaning of this, the Knight of Wands reverse, in and out, in and out, in and out, this person comes. Especially when you're doing great, that's when they come in. Takes your energy. Okay, there's something here where you know it has reached its rock bottom. Your Vice Spirit has for you. You've already been betrayed, so you already know this. All right, the Empress. The Empress chooses themselves, but also is a great protector. Libra, Taurus energy, but she's all for queens and wands, of course. But, you know, she does protect what's in the womb. And that could be the version of you. I mean, it could be a baby, it could be family, but it could be your life, your dream, your desires. And if this isn't feeling great with all these thorns, you know, it's like, well, I need space. You can still be compassionate and loving, but right now you're being asked here to step back and see the perception of how you are outside of this person's energy. And I'm feeling this timeout. If you can't do something, it's about stepping back for not, I'm not saying 4 weeks. I'm saying like 4 months, for like, you need space because you have to be, your head's not clear right now. You're having a hard time figuring out what's your energy in this person. And this is something here where I feel if you have the space of this, you can really set in tone and get to know yours, that you'll be able to see the difference between the two, like really easily. All right. You might be doing that now and you're just starting to see it as they come back. All right, Gemini. Auntie says, let it roar when your words start filtering themselves. Your voice isn't too much. It's just finally on full volume. She's saying, use your voice. Use your voice. All right. We are on Cancer. And once we get to the final zodiac sign, we still have a collective. We still have a contest to go through. But this is the time where everybody drops off because they think, oh, the reading's done. The show's done. And this is where I ask, if you're new, hope you subscribe because would love that. But to make sure that you guys are also liking the video itself, because that really does help my channel, and also commenting right now on the live feed. And if you're watching the replay, please comment because it does help the channel in a big way. And yes, this does take time and energy. I give a lot of energy into these readings. And of course I have a paid membership too, but this is, I do this out of love. I do this out of love. So I appreciate the love in return. All right. If you want this collective reading to be more about you, then this would be the time here to go bonus. And that's why they say the bonus train. So that's why Star's saying all aboard. So comment bonus if you want your energy to be in that bonus reading. All right, you guys keep going, and we're going to get here with Cancer. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. Current feelings, Cancer. 10 of Wands. Ooh, burdened, overwhelmed. You got a lot on your plate, so I feel like this is weighing you down. Let's see what the external influences of this. What is this Cancer carrying? You're soul searching. That's Virgo energy. You are worried about your future. What's the integration of this? The 7 of Cups. You're confused as to what the next step is. A little bit overwhelmed. You have choices. I mean, here's a good thing. These are all upright. You have choices. It's just, which one do I choose? And there's pressure here to choose something this week, and you're feeling it. Okay, let's see how your response is to this pressure. I would say not too good, but you know what? When you're at the 10, you eventually just drop it and do it and choose. Oh gosh, the Hangman. You want to wait more. Your response is, I need more time. But some of you are like, I don't have time. So what do I do now? Well, here's the bigger opportunity here. That's a self-sacrificing card. You're choosing to take a time out this week to look at your options because you're very confused, which is not a bad thing to do, but you're feeling the pressure of time as well. Let's see what the bigger opportunity here is to do. The Page of Wands here reversed. There's a particular option that is being presented to you that you feel you need to run to immediately. This is someone here who's like, create, create, create. Let me just keep creating. Go, 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 go. But when it's a Page of Wands, it's someone here who's irrational, you know, when it's reversed. It's like an inner child wound of like, I have to perform, I have to perform, I have to perform. Let me keep going, let me keep going, let me keep going. There's something here where you're like, I need to pause because this has not led me in the right direction before. So you're choosing to look at this version of you. Interesting enough, look, she's the Hangman too. It's almost like you're having a conversation with your inner child this week and saying, hey, let's look at another perception here of these options that we have. Maybe you haven't done this before, right? Let me just sit with her or him. I'm just saying her because there's females on the card. What's the bigger meaning of this? 3 of Wands. This has to do with a foundation. Whether this is a business, whether this is a relationship, whether this is a home, whether this is a job, you are very burdened right now of how to fix a situation that you've been trying to manifest. Some of you, it's money. Some of you, it's a relationship. Some of you, it's something taking off. But a reminder that this card with the 3 of Wands has been coming out in all of the readings tonight. It just really has. This is a very different interpretation of the 3 of Wands. Usually you're looking after your ships for a gift to come in to receive, but this is something where they're looking at the rock and the hard place and all of the emotions here of going, we got to sit with this. Why do we have to run and fix everything? Like, we're not really looking at all of the options. So you're choosing to look at options this week, even though it feels uncomfortable. The advice for you. The Two of Pentacles. See, before you have been performing and trying to realign, but you're doing something here where it does take a lot of effort and core to balance. But this feels right to you, even though it's uncomfortable. But Spirit is saying that it's uncomfortable for you. And look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're afraid to lose something regarding stability or building a foundation that's not going to be a firm foundation for you. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Is this the right move to make? Is this the right business move to make? Is this the right decision to make about my finances? It's not a week here to make a decision. It's to look at a perception of this anxiety, this fear to fix it right away and to keep creating. This is just you just sitting there. What's the message here from Auntie? Auntie says, Cancer, let it roar when emotions try to tuck themselves into neat containers. I feel like you're going to have an emotional wake. I do. Your feeling is your frequency. Don't mute your magic. Gain a new perception, she says. I like that for you. All right. Before we get to the collective bonus, we got a giveaway. We got a giveaway. All right. Let me change this to... Where is my giveaway thing? Oh, here it is. It disappeared. We got a giveaway, guys, coming up. I'm going to shuffle and get this ready for the collective, and then we'll get into the giveaway. Thanks for all of you guys commenting bonus. What we're giving away here, and I'll pop it up on screen. This was the July giveaway for the Magic Moon Cash for my Harmonia Friend Club members. Each month, I have a new theme. And my members, there's only a certain amount of entries based on the major arcana cards. There's a top 20 list. Some people get more than one entry if they're on the top 20 list. And basically on that top 20 list, the entries are filled and then they'll win this. This is a really cool one. I put some time and effort into this. You get these really cool wind chimes that are solar light that look like the moon. There's a selenite charger plate there that has the moon shape on there. Moon Magic, the lunar cycles lore and mystical energies. This is like the third installment book, but I love Aurora's books. So awesome. There's also the lunar abundance reflection cards and a bunch of other little mystery gifts that you don't know about that are also included in this. So we got to pick a winner here. I got to find the cards. What do I do with them? Let me find the entries so I know. Okay. Good luck, everybody. Oh, I can't see the screen because I've moved it. Hold on. Hold. Who won the giveaway? And then we'll get to the collective reading. The Emperor, Michael Groomer. Son of a bitch. Michael never wins. Congratulations, metaphysical journey. Michael Groomer won the moon. The magic moon. I think he's going to really like that. Very cool. All right. We got the collective bonus. Let's get to it. Our last reading for the evening. All right, before we get started here, we're going to see, we have the Zodiac dice here. I roll these 3 times. They're pretty big, so I kind of have to do them separately. If your sign comes up in Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or if you're cross-watching for their sign, there might be some messages in there for you, okay? You might have to flip it a little bit, but just keep that in mind. But if your sign doesn't get picked up, it does not mean the reading's not for you. It's just the energy of the cards, okay? Or I'm sorry, of the zodiac signs. I'm so used to using cards. We have Capricorn. And if my moderator, Star, if you can keep tie of this. Taurus, a lot of earth energy. So we have the strategist individual here, and then we have the stubborn bull. Okay, that's all right. I'm allowed to say that. I got a Taurus moon. What else we got here? We have Sagittarius. Ah, the explorer. And we have Leo. Interesting that we have fire or earth meets fire, because it's almost like with the Leo energy here, this is the heart center. It's like having the courage to step in to explore something. All right, one more. We have Scorpio, water energy now. Scorpios are a little intuitive alchemists. And we have Cancer. Interesting. So the only thing we didn't have here is air. Cancer's the nurturer. It's almost like, before I even get into this, I feel like somebody here is trying to get the courage to face a fear, which is going to be bringing up emotions, but they're trying to also be very grounded and make the right decision, methodical decision here. Let's see what the current feelings here are of, let me move this, I'm sorry. The collective. Defensive, angry, upset. You've had enough. You're infuriated by something. There's anger here. What's the external influence here? Worry. You're tired of worrying about something. Some of you are worried about an opportunity or something that you've been trying to manifest. Others of you are worried about an individual returning and getting upset because it's like, why aren't they coming back? Why is it silent? Gosh, there's so much anger here and annoyance, and I do feel like you're projecting it a little bit, but at the same time, it's just a week of being very snappy. You may not be getting a lot of sleep. There could be a lot of worries about the future. You could be worrying about somebody's return or how somebody here has treated you. You could be worried about something not coming in your favor. You might be losing some hope. And every time you get started on something and you're like, all right, today's going to be a new day. And then it turns to shit. And then all of a sudden your whole day is like off kilter. How are you responding to this? Page of Pentacles. You're choosing the inner child. You're choosing a different opportunity here, and it's small. It's not big, but this is where your attention needs to be right now. Your attention needs to be on this opportunity. Something new. It's a new opportunity. It's not waiting for something that you've been trying to manifest. It's working on something that you actually physically, tangibly have. Some of you, it's just focusing on your children, focusing at the task at hand, but worrying about all of this stuff. If it's coming, if they're coming, it's not, it just makes you irritable, cranky. What's the bigger opportunity here for you this week? Look at this now. You got another page. I just feel like it's do something new, do something more playful, do something that brings the inner child out. Have some fun, let loose. The bigger meaning? The Six of Cups here, reverse. Your inner child is begging to have more fun. And some of you, it's your own children. Maybe you're worried about the future. Maybe you're worried about bills. Maybe you're worried about life in general, but there's something here that needs bigger attention this week. And it's the playful side. It's the memories here. Some of you are so focused on the negative stuff that has happened in your past that you're not allowing enough room to create better memories. So the bigger picture here is you can't change the past. You can't. The past is the past. But you can change the situation here for you on how you move forward. And there's just something that's asking, or the Spirit's really asking you to step in this energy of playfulness, of love, of appreciation. And that brings us back to the first card. Curiosity, activate appreciation. How far you've come. Message from Spirit here, okay? Death, grief, transformation. It's a card of healing, Scorpio energy, okay? You're going through honestly, it feels like an ego death. It's going through an ego death. The Six of Pentacles here, okay? You have a new version of you that is about to blossom. It's the version of you that's not waiting upon something. It's taking a different approach. Okay. It's an equal give and take. And there's something here about your past or something here that you're worried about the future that you're going to be repeating. And Spirit's like, you don't have to repeat the past. You can choose differently. You can end this cycle. You have the power to end this cycle, collective. Final message here from Auntie. This week, Auntie says, your roar might sound different. It might be a boundary. It may be a belly laugh, a breakup, a bold no thank you. It might be ugly. It might be holy. It might surprise you even. But just remember, you didn't come here to be subtle. You came here to choose the love when fully alive echoes. And baby, your echo is not an aftershock. It's a roar. All right. This is about choosing you first and choosing the changes that you can actually make this week. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed these readings. Make sure I don't have any of these scheduled out. They're just going to be pop-up lives this week, but I will be doing some more faded Zodiac role readings this week. So just pay attention. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because these will be popping up. And they're just like the collective bonus. We don't know what we're going to get. So I hope you guys can join me when they pop up. You guys have an incredible week. And I will be back again for the all signs on Saturday for love readings. You guys take care. Have a good night.